Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lumley Arena from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. It's the Cornwall Colts and the Brantford Bulldogs facing off for the second time this season. And the face-off comes to center ice here tonight. Joe Vita to take it. And Bejoled for the Bulldogs. Face-off taken back by the Colts. Marnell. Handle is on. There has been an issue with the Brantford rink earlier today, so the game will be played in Cornwall with the Brantford goal horn. As here is Finless, back to the point to Vita. Colts have control and they'll move in and try to get the shot away. So this is weird for the Bulldogs to be the road team actually not being at home. It's brought in with a shot Bejoled early on and it's knocked out by Shabbat. He got a shutout in his first game. Here's Shirk again and that's kicked out. Power play going to Brantford. Yeah, due to inclement weather and conditions, they could not make it. So they stayed in Cornwall, and they're going to play the game here. Face-off here to the right side. So the Colts technically have home ice again, but they are the road team at home today. Lavoie gets the shot away. Shabbat made the stop on that. Logan. Here's LeBomb up the right side. He'll bring it down and send it around. It's picked up now by McDonald. Drop to the point to Frazier. He finds Logan. Short-handed, shooting that. It's easily knocked away. And Protz will get that ahead for the Bulldogs with O'Brien. Here they come. In on goal, taken back by McDonald. Colts up the right side with it. 5 gone in the opening period, no score. Here's a pass out front and it missed. As Moore found Protz. Van Acker. The other way come the Bulldogs to the attack. They'll shoot it and it went wide. And it's picked up by Moore on the far side. O'Brien. Protz trying to get the shot. LeBomb takes that back. Logan. Here's Frazier with it now. Frazier looking, dropping. Here's LeBomb going to the net but could not get the shot as it rolled off his stick. Frazier, Vindelis in front. Logan shooting it. Deflects across but cannot find LeBomb. Frazier to the point. Logan with it again. Winds and fires. That's easily knocked away. And now picked up by O'Brien and he will get it out for Brantford. Lavoie to Van Acker. Just about halfway through the first period, no score. Here's a shot blocked. They get it back again. Van Acker trying to get that to the goal. It's poked back to the point. Now Protz centers. Moore to O'Brien. Moves in and shoots. That's blocked. It rolls to Shabbat. He'll play that down. Vita picks it up for Cornwall. Here's Vita to Logan. Logan to the middle of the ice. He'll play that off to Pike. Pike moves in and shoots. Easy save made by throwback penalty coming, and it's going to Cornwall. Tripping on the play with 8:07 remaining here in the scoreless first period. Following this, the Toronto Marlies will take on the Laval Rocket in Laval. Face-off coming left side. One back by the Bulldogs. Here's Amara, kicked out the rebound. They score! Power play goal. It's the first goal of the year for the Brantford Bulldogs. And it's technically their first home game of the year, even though it's taking place here in Cornwall. So the Bulldogs strike first. Shabbat, his shutout streak comes to an end. And the Bulldogs have the 1-0 lead here. Wrong one back picked up, sent ahead to Barnell. Pelivo sends it in. He'll play that around the far wing. Picked up by Sobolev. So 1-for-1 on the power play here this afternoon. Here's Robello. He'll move in. Shooting that. It's knocked out by Shabbat. Colts pick it up in the corner. Kick it free. It's given away to Shirk. Goes to the net. Robello. And here's Bejoled. Sobolev shooting block. Robello to the net. Knocked out by Shabbat. Has it again. Sent in behind. Now back to the front. Robello deflecting. Saved by Shabbat. Behind the net out front. And that could have been trouble. Here's Tristan Moran. He'll play that off the boards. It finds help in himself and gave that away. It's now Hamara to it first. In the corner, he has Shirk. Here's Sobolev to the middle of the ice. Now up the left side, Bejoled. Line centers the shot block. Good chance. Sobolev with it. Robello point blank. Stopped by Shabbat. Rebound bounce in the paint. They have it again. Bulldogs pressing. It's taken away by Kristoff, and he'll turn up ice for Cornwall. Kristoff with it now. Trying to drop that off. Picked up by Sobolev. Stolen by Kristoff. Turn that over to Sobolev. Here's Rebello with it now. Sent ahead to Bajold. 3 seconds to go in the first period. Bajold with a shot from an angle, and he'll feed it out front. The save made by Chabot. We're through one here tonight from Cornwall. It's the Brantford Bulldogs 1, the Cornwall Colts nothing. Shots a goal in the game are 9-3 Brantford. The hits are 4-0. Faceoffs 2-2. Power plays 1 for 2. Cornwall hasn't had one. 1-0 for the home side after one here in Cornwall. Welcome into period 2. The Brantford Bulldogs, as mentioned back in the first, if you're wondering, based on the name of the stream, Cornwall at Brantford, unable to today because of inclement weather and bad conditions. So the Cornwall Colts host the game, but are the road team. Here's Marnell. Picking it up. Colts have it. They'll send it around the far boards. It's Fernand Olivier Perron. Has some help through the middle, but turn that over. Bajold back inside with a lane to the net. Centering it. Shark that's kicked out. The rebound didn't go. It's, again, the Bulldogs who get to it first. They'll play it to the point. Sobolev. Here's Hamara letting it go. That was blocked. Kept in still by the Bulldogs. Hamara. Sobolev stopped. Rebound in the paint. They can't knock that home. Rebello. Bajold. Hamara again. Bajold shooting that. It's off a leg and wide. Whole period so far has been in the Cornwall zone. Another save made. It's underneath Chabot, and he's going to cover on that. As the Cornwall Colts with another sloppy start here tonight on home ice. They won last game 2-0, but they're getting outshot pretty bad after the first and second period of the first game, and the same story here tonight. Penalty coming, and it's going to Cornwall. They've been stuck in their end, and when Robitaille will go in the box because of it. Third power play of the night to Brantford. They're 1 for 2. They scored on the first, were unable to on the second, and now here's the third. Lavoie to Moore, centers it. Protz in front, backhander. Chabot in tight, had that. Not out, kept in by the Bulldogs. To the front, Van Acker. He's stopped by Chabot. Colts have it. And Logan tried to clear. He turned that over. Now Caden Pike has it, and he'll send it down ice. Just about halfway. 1-0 Bulldogs. The Colts have always had their hands full with Brantford. They're having a hard time with them again here tonight. Sent ahead. Here's O'Brien. He'll step in. Has a lane. Back to Van Acker in front. O'Brien. What a save. Rebound. That's kicked out. Oh, what a chance for the Bulldogs. But again, it's Caleb Chabot. Pearson sends it in front. No one there for Cornwall now. Pike does pick it up. Caden Pike in tight, trying to score like he did in game 1 as he turned it over to Protz. And that will do it for the power play. Colts go back and get it. Here's Pearson ahead for Pike. 2-on-1 for Cornwall. Pike waits. He'll shoot it. Save made. Bouncer in the paint. Pike trying to get the rebound. It bounced away from his stick. Lavoie. Here's Van Acker as we hit the halfway mark here tonight. Van Acker shooting that right on. It's kicked away and the rebound as well. Bulldogs with great pressure here. Moore to the net. That's stopped by Chabot. In behind the net it goes. Bulldogs pressing. Another shot stopped. Here's a third. That ramps off the stick and into the seats. 9:15 to go in the second. 1-0 Bulldogs. And they've been surging here tonight. Face off to the right side of the Cornwall nets. As the home side technically trailing 1-0, but the home side is actually the road team here today. Here it's picked up. Protz kept it in along the boards, moves to the middle, and that shot glanced wide of the net. Chabot has kept his team in it because they've been very sloppy here so far. Testa looking. Moore shooting. That's blocked. Rebound in front of the net. They try to get it back, and again, they do get control. Here's Testa. Kept in. Another shot. Stopped. And that's knocked out. Moran to Bindelis, and finally the Colts go the other way. 5.5 to go here, middle period. Bindelis, after the puck couldn't get it. LeBom was there for it, but it bounced away from the Cornwall reach. Now a penalty going to Cornwall again. 2 for 3 on the kill today. They'll go to their 4th penalty kill of the night. Fred LeBom to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Face off right side of the Cornwall goal. Under 5 to go in the middle period. 1-0 Bulldogs. Here's the face-off, taking one back. Picked up by Hamara, winding, centering. Good save made by Chabot. He read that well as it goes up and out. And we'll have another face-off in the Cornwall zone. Yeah, good save on that shot. The read was difficult as there was traffic out front, but he found it and got the shoulder up, knocking it out of play. Face-off, here's Amara shooting it right on. That's knocked out. And now McDonald for Frazier, and the Colts turn up the right side. Here's Frazier shorthanded, moves in and shoots. That deflection to the corner, and now Sobolev picks that up for the Bulldogs. Samara. Here's Rebello. Shots were 9-3 in the first. I believe they're worse this period. Here's Logan. He'll bring it ahead up the right side, looking for help. He has Colby Lazon. He was silent in game one. Got a shot away. It was blocked. Frazier back to the point. That only found the Bulldogs, and here comes Rebello. With speed down the right side, moves it and shoots. That's kicked out by Shabbat. Pass to Logan. He missed Colby Lazon. It's taken back by Hamara. 15 seconds left in the power play. Shirk to the net, knocked out, rebound, underneath, on the line, it stayed out. Oh, what a chance it was going in, but the Colts defensively did a good job standing behind the netminder to keep it out. Here's Amara to Vajold. That was taken right off the goal line, and the Bulldogs frustrated about that. Here's Caden Pike. A minute to go in the second. He'll step in, has a lane, shoots, and didn't get much on that, but it was knocked away by Droback. Here's Rebello. Taken back by the Colts. 5 seconds to go in the middle period. Lamb has it. Waits. Now takes. It's blocked. We're through 2 here tonight from Edie Lumley. It's 1-0 Brantford after 2. Shots a goal after 2 periods of play are 23-5 for Brantford. It's 7-1 for the Bulldogs. They're 1 for 4 on the power play. Cornwall hasn't had one. 1-0 after 2. Welcome into period 3 here tonight. The Colts just 5 shots on goal through 40 minutes. Not much to show. And trailing by a goal here tonight. 23 shots already in the game for Brantford. They had 26 total last game. Rebello puts that on net, make that 24. Sent around the far boards. It's picked up by the Colts. They'll send it down ice. Lazon will outrace the icing. Here's Colby Lazon, fed in front, and the shot missed wide. Lazon with it again. He has great hands, but gave that away to Shirk in the blue paint. Here's Shirk the other way, up the left side, has a lane to the net, breaks in, and he's stopped by Shabbat between the legs, but he'll cover on it on shot number 25. Just about 3.5 gone here in the third period. It's 1-0 Bulldogs. The goal came on the power play. Here's the draw, right side, taken back by the Bulldogs here. Hamara to Sobolev, shot deflects, and it did reach Shabbat, so 26. They matched last game's shot total here. Here comes Frazier, has a lane to the net, fakes, takes, stopped by Droback. On the slap shot attempt in tight, you hold on to that. Just about 5 gone here in the third period. Here comes the draw to the right side of the goal. Taken one back by Hamara. He'll look ahead to Sobolev. Here's Sobolev, looking up ice, has help now, left side and in, centers, kicked out, rebound, that stayed out. Third chance in the paint, penalty going to Brantford. A tripping on the plays, they kept it in with great pressure, and now the Colts will see the power play. They went 1 for 3 last game, and here's the face-off. They win it back, here's Logan, waits, takes, that's stopped, they score! It got in behind Droback, and the Cornwall Colts have tied it up here in the third period. Owen Robitaille gets the last touch. 6:51 into period 3. It comes off a face-off win here. The save made by Droback, but the rebound pops free, and he's going to get in behind the netminder and tap it in to tie this game at 1. So the face-off back to center ice. As we mentioned, the Colts are the road team here tonight. That's why the goal horn did not go off. Here's Logan, sent ahead to Frazier. Colts inside, here they come again, it's Caden Pike, and he's stopped by Droback. 10 shots in the game now for Cornwall. They almost made that one count. Here's O'Brien, stepping down the right side with speed, looking to start an attack. It's turned over, now Van Acker gets that back. O'Brien, he's in, and he's stopped by Shabbat. Another big save by the Cornwall netminder. Lavoie, more, he scores! It may have took a redirect in front, but the Bulldogs have restored the lead. Lucas Moore at 10 minutes of the third period. It's 2-1. So the Bulldogs take the lead back here in the third period at the halfway mark. And they're looking good here tonight as Cornwall's been on their heels most of this game. Draw one back. Here's Logan. Fed ahead to Belleville. Colts inside. Good pass. It's LeBom. He has a lane. And he's stopped by Droback. And they'll cover on that with 9 left to go here in the third period. Colts have been one step behind all night long. They tie it up on the power play, but then moments later, the Bulldogs respond. Here's Logan. Fed that ahead that was given away to Vanacker, and here come the Bulldogs again. McDonald trying to get back. He's tired. Here they come. Big save made by Chabot on the breakaway backhand. Here's McDonald. 7.5 left to play. McDonald moves in. He'll shoot that. It's off the blocker of Droback. Moran fed that to the front. Here's McDonald off the netminder, but kept in the paint. And O'Brien will get it out for the Bulldogs. Lavoie. Here come the Bulldogs right down the middle. Cut off by LeBom. Colts the other way. It's LeBom. He'll drop that off. It's Moran with the shot. And Droback just got a chunk of that. Here's Protz. Takes it back for the Bulldogs. Fed ahead. That finds Bajol. To the middle of the ice now and in over the Cornwall line. Trying to go to the net with it. Logan read that well. Here's Lazon the other way. Colby Lazon knocked off the puck. He comes back out of the zone. Here's Bajol. He'll move in. Down the right side. Stopped by Chabot. Lazon back to collect. 2 to go here in the third period. 2-1 Bulldogs. Here's Moran. With control now up the right side. He'll look for the pass. Finds it. It's Lazon, and he couldn't get the shot away. Has it back one more time. Kicks it to the point. Finds Bindelis. He turned that over. Now Bajold with seconds running down for Cornwall. Bajold to the net. Shooting it. Glove save Chabot. Here's Marnell for Frazier. Colts go the other way. 15 seconds left on the game clock. He gave that away to Hamara. That comes back out, and that should pretty much do it from Cornwall tonight. Rebello, one last shot. Blocked. Robitaille will turn it up ice. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left. And that will do it. The Cornwall Colts fall short to the Brantford Bulldogs here in Game 2 of the season. So far, splitting the season set with them 2-0 and then losing 2-1. So Brantford 1-1 on the season. Cornwall 1-1 on the season. It's their first loss of the year. 2-1 your final score here tonight from Edie Lumley Arena. The Colts tied it midway through the third, but all night long they gave up chance after chance. And the Bulldogs got the better half, and they get the 2 points here tonight. Coming up now, the Toronto Marlies will take on the Laval Rocket in Laval. Game 2 of the season for them. The Marlies fell in Game 1 5-3, so they'll look for revenge.